So I learned to bake bread from a wonderful woman named Tina.
Because you have nothing but free time.
And I have now made it everyone's problem.
Yeah.
It's like when I have a hobby, it becomes an obsession, and then it becomes my entire personality. And so I've made you some bread.
You made me some bread, and I want to say I do want to say, I feel like this is an intervention on behalf of your friends and family.
Yeah, I thought it might be.
Like, everybody's excited about the bread. The bread puns
have to stop.
Yeah, like, this is great. I mean, again, like, I got bread from Taylor Swift, but then it said, "Are you ready for this?"
Yeah.
And then, I mean,
yep.
The fate of Dophilia.
Yeah.
But there's a moment.
Some of my best work, and I feel like it's not going to be appreciated until after it's time.
I think you should definitely do like a Weird Al remake of your album where it's all just like bread-based puns.
Oh, that's not off the table at this point. The most fun thing about having Travis out on tour is just like, he would go to the tents and like give me the tea afterward.
Yeah.
Like we'd do the debrief afterward in the car. and so I was like, I got to let you know, like, your favorite director is in the tent. He loves Greta Gerwig.
Yeah, of course.
He loves her movies. He loves her range, you know what I mean? Like, being able to do this many different types of films, it's incredible. It's genre hopping. It's really impressive. And so he was like, oh my God, I really want to tell her how funny I thought Barbie was. And I'm like, you absolutely should. She's the sweetest, giggliest person to tell that you like their work. You're going to love her. And so the show happens. I'm like, oh my God, everyone's having the best time. And afterward, you know, he gets in the car. He has had as many shots as everyone else has had. And he's like, this was the most fun tent. Like, everybody was amazing. Like, Tom Cruise is going crazy. Like Liam is just as fun as Chris. And Liam's fiance, Gabrielle, is so cool. And Ashton was there, and Mila, and oh my God, Hugh Grant was there. And I got to tell him how much I love his movies, and he was so cool. Everyone was amazing. I'm like, oh my God, that's awesome. Like, you didn't mention Greta. Did you meet Greta? And he's like, yeah, I did. I think I told an annoying joke that she's heard too many times. Like, and I was like, okay, well, what did you say? He's like, well, I walked up to her and I was like, I love Barbie. I'm just Ken too. And then I pointed to you. Okay. And I was like, that's such a solid joke. She will love that. And he's like, well, she was really polite about it. Like, she smiled politely, but she didn't say anything. And I was like, that's very out of character, but maybe she has heard that joke too many times. Yeah. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, and he was like, yeah, but you know, she was talking to Hugh Grant all night, so I think they might be doing a movie together. Like, they were really, really close. Like, I'm talking about, like, they were dancing all night, like, had all these inside jokes. They kind of seemed like they're like soulmates. And I was like, the tea is crazy tonight, Travis.
Yes, really good. You were right to want to have been there. What do you
mean I have several follow-up questions? And so he keeps talking about this, and he's like, yeah, you know, like, meanwhile, I'm kind of scrolling on my phone. And he's like telling me about the rest of the night. He's like, and there's this family up front that I was dancing with all night. They were so fun. They were like my best friends. I wish I knew who they were. They were so fun. He keeps talking. I'm seeing all over the internet is just videos of Travis dancing with Greta all night, like they're best friends. And I'm like, Travis, here's a video of you with Greta. It feels like she thought the joke was funny. He goes, oh, that's not Greta. Do the math, carry the two here. Is there any chance at all, baby, that you complimented Hugh Grant's wife, Anna, on her movie Barbie, said, I'm just Ken too, and she politely nodded because she didn't have the heart to tell you. She didn't direct it. And is there any chance that the people that look like soulmates are Hugh Grant and his soulmate?
Right. Well, I think the good news here, the bad news for you is he has face blindness, and the good news is he can recognize true love. So at least he saw soulmates. He saw soulmates, and he knew they were soulmates.
There's a song called Father Figure, where the first line of the second verse says, I pay the check before it kisses the mahogany grain.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's my favorite type of writing, right? Where you have to think about, wait, what do those words mean? Oh, somebody got the bill before it hit the table, but you say kisses the mahogany grain. I'm like, okay, that's my favorite type of stuff to write. But there are some lines in the song, The Life of a Showgirl, that are very much sort of like the manifesto of how I've had to operate within this industry. It's a song about meeting one of your sort of idols, and they, instead of being what you thought they would be, they warn you against following in their footsteps, because they just want to be honest with you about how hard this industry is, and you do it anyway. Oh my God, it's crazy to talk about this music. It's been a secret for over a year. I just have this fixation on Shakespeare characters that I fall in love with, and I can't stand to see them meet a tragic demise. I can't. I don't want that to be what happened to them, because are you talking about Ophelia's she died? What do you mean?
Yeah, how dare you?
I was really excited to see what happened with her and Hamlet. They seemed great. And I kind of going back to like the song Love Story, which I wrote when I was a teenager, I was just like, I can't watch Romeo and Juliet not work out. What do you mean they both die? They don't in my version of things. So it's just like you just turn the movie off before the bad ending.
The stage lights up, the crowd erupts, and in that electrifying moment, Taylor Swift stands at the epicenter of an entire generation's attention. But behind the sold-out stadiums, chart-busting records, and social media storms lies the story of a woman who, more than ever before, is steering her own destiny. This year, Taylor Swift isn't just living her best life. She's rewriting what it means to win in the music industry, in love, and in life itself. It's the kind of year most people only dream about. For Taylor Swift, 2024 has been a breathtaking whirlwind. She's engaged to the love of her life, locked in creative control over her music, and setting new standards for what global superstardom looks like. For fans and pop culture watchers alike, it's impossible to look away. How did she do it? Why does it matter? And what does it mean for the millions who find themselves singing along to her words night after night? Rumors that swirl for months, fueled by cryptic lyrics, knowing smiles, and the kind of soft, secretive joy that only Taylor Swift can radiate. Then, in a move both intimate and explosive, she confirmed it, engaged to the love of her life. Details are still closely guarded, as they should be. But one thing is clear, this isn't just a tabloid headline. For Taylor, love has always been more than a muse. It's been a battleground, a sanctuary, and often a source of public scrutiny. But this time feels different. Friends close to Swift describe a sense of peace and security, a joy that runs deeper than the sparkling diamond on her finger. After years of heartbreaks played out in the public eye, her engagement marks not only personal happiness, but the triumph of hope and resilience. It's a love story that's been years in the making, unfolding in real time as her fans watched, learned, and grew alongside her. If love is one pillar of Swift's good year, autonomy is the other. The battle for her music masters, those original recordings that form the backbone of her discography, has been one of the most public and fiercely fought in music history. After being locked out of ownership by business dealings beyond her control, Swift did what only she could. She fought back, re-recorded her old albums one by one, and urging fans to support her versions. It wasn't just about money or pride. For Swift, the fight for her masters became a broader struggle for artists' rights, creative control, and respect in an industry that too often sidelines its creators. Critics called it petty. Industry insiders called it impossible. But Swift's re-recordings, labeled Taylor's version, topped the charts and proved that fans care about her voice, her story, her ownership. Now, after years of legal wrangling and public advocacy, Swift has gained control over most of her masters. The victory is more than personal. It's a message to young artists everywhere. Know your worth, fight for your art, and never let anyone tell you what you can't do. In interviews, Swift has been candid about the loneliness of her journey. So few people have experienced the level of stardom you have in this sort of mammoth global tour. An interviewer once remarked, who could she possibly turn to for advice? Swift's answer is disarmingly honest. I try really hard not to do the whole oh my God, there's no one that can relate to what I'm going through. You know what I mean? It's like nobody wants to hear that, and I don't want to hear it. It annoys me when I do it. So I try to find through lines in many people's experiences. Like, I think that we can relate to each other even if our lives aren't identical. That humility is part of what keeps Swift grounded. She credits mentors like Stevie Nicks, Fleetwood Mac's enigmatic frontwoman, for lending a magical, wonderful, wise approach to life. Nicks, herself a survivor of the highs and lows of fame, has become a confidant and source of strength, helping Swift navigate the pressures of superstardom. Swift also cites collaborators like Max Martin, the legendary producer and songwriter, as essential to her creative evolution. He's one of the greatest, most legendary creators, producers, songwriters. We're very lucky to live in the time that he's continuing to make music. Martin's influence can be felt in the precision and power of Swift's recent work, combining pop sensibility with raw, emotional storytelling. This year, Taylor Swift's artistry has taken on new depth. Her latest album, The Life of a Showgirl, is a testament to the journey she's been on, both triumphant and vulnerable, glittering and honest. Working with Max Martin and a host of other creative partners, Swift has crafted an album that dances between genres, moods, and eras, all while remaining unmistakably her own. The songs on The Life of a Showgirl aren't just catchy, they're confessional, brimming with the hard-won wisdom of someone who's lived through the fire and come out shining. Swift's lyrics have always been her secret weapon, but this time they cut even deeper. She explores love, loss, hope, and heartbreak with a clarity that only comes from experience. Fans have embraced the album not just for its sound, but for its soul. At concerts, the energy is palpable. Thousands of voices singing in unison, each person finding their own story in Swift's melodies. It's a reminder that, for all her fame, Swift's greatest gift is her ability to connect with people, to make them feel seen and understood. And then there's the tour. The Eras Tour, which has become a cultural event in its own right, is more than just a series of concerts. It's a celebration of everything Swift has built over nearly 2 decades. Night after night, in stadiums across the globe, she takes fans on a journey through her musical evolution, from country ingenue to pop powerhouse and beyond. The scale is unprecedented. Costumes, choreography, setlists that span her entire career. Each detail is meticulously crafted, each show a testament to Swift's vision and work ethic. Backstage, the atmosphere is electric, a mix of nervous excitement and professional focus. On stage, Swift is in her element, holding the crowd in the palm of her hand. But perhaps the most striking thing about the tour is its sense of community. Fans dress up as their favorite eras, forging new friendships and sharing in the joy of their shared fandom. For many, it's more than a concert. It's a life event, a memory they'll carry forever. It's easy to measure Taylor Swift's success in numbers. Albums sold, tickets bought, awards won. But as she enters this new phase of her life and career, the true markers of her success are less tangible, but far more important. She's found love, not just in a romantic sense, but in her friendships, her family, and the community she's built around her music. She seized control of her art, her business, her narrative, proving that it's possible to be both a pop superstar and a fiercely independent woman. And she's used her platform to speak out, not just for herself, but for all the artists who come after her. In many ways, Swift's good year is a blueprint for what it means to thrive in the modern world, to pursue your passions relentlessly, to fight for your rights, to cherish the people who support you, and to remain open to growth and change. As the year draws to a close, one question remains. What's next? If the past is any indication, Taylor Swift isn't content to rest on her laurels. New music, new projects, new adventures. Fans should be sure that whatever comes next, it will be bold, ambitious, and utterly captivating.